begun, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101, cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. throwing now. Wilson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now Joe Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Collins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On first and goal, Collins. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Alex Collins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins.
Go time, baby!
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Alex Collins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. looking to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 64 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. There's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Showtimesauce-Yt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Burrow will throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline, but bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He finds his man, complete. It's Collins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Wilson out left. He's got it to Everett. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throw.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alex Collins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Into the secondary past the 40. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, 46 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Reed. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pluck a lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 32. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Wilson wants to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Lockett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes